Hello internets, I'm Tom and welcome to bubgamerz. This is my Evil Dead review. Evil Dead 2013. For anyone that doesn't know, and I can't imagine that there are many of you that don't, this is a reimagining or a remake of the original 1981 movie by Sam Raimi and starring Bruce Campbell. Now that movie attained some kind of like cult status amongst a lot of people, so this new movie had a lot to live up to. Now I'll just say from the very beginning that this movie was produced by both of the original two and is fully endorsed by them. They're both very proud of the movie. So with that being said, maybe this movie wouldn't be so bad. Okay, so what's the synopsis of this film? Okay, so as with the original, 5 friends go to a cabin in the woods where an evil spirit starts possessing them one by one. I'm not going to go into any great detail because I don't want to spoil things that are going to happen for anyone. That setup is pretty similar to the original film, apart from the fact that there's a lot more reasoning behind there being there. What did I like about the film? Okay, the fact that there was more story involved. The reason that they're there in the first place is that one of the characters, Mia, is a drug addict, and the reason they've gone to this remote cabin in the woods in the first place is so that she can go cold turkey and they can all be there and support her. It's somewhere where she can't get away from, so that's the setup for them being there. Other than in the original film where it was just they go there and things happen, that's it. What else do I like? I like the fact that this film is a very gory film. I know we live in a post-Saw era now, but this film still manages to reach pretty high levels of extremeness in terms of like gore and violence. I actually like that because if you think back to the original film, what we had back then was considered extreme. I mean, I was very young. I didn't see it until I was about 7 or 8, but which is far too young. But back then, the film was considered extreme. And I like the fact that it's kind of kept with that in the sense that this film has stepped it up several notches. I mean, if you've seen the trailer, then you can pretty much say that you know what's going to happen in the film, and it's not so much that it's going to surprise you. As you're watching it, you can tell when these things are going to happen, so it's not a scare fest, but it's kind of like, it's cringeworthy because you know these things are going to happen and you're just wondering how bad it's going to be. So that's the kind of horror that it's going for. I think it works really well for the film. What I didn't like so much is there are certain bits in the film, just certain bits of the story that didn't really make sense to me. Again, I can't go into too much detail, but obviously the Book of the Dead is involved, and it makes reference to a specific demon that is being called forth, and then things are different. I can't really go into much detail about it, but hopefully, if you're going to watch it, you'll see what I mean. I mean, it's not a massive thing. It's just maybe it's part of being a bit of a critic and picking holes in the film. But yeah, certain things aren't exactly as they should be. Other things about the film. Okay, the new set of characters. I'm doing air quotes here. The new Ash character is a girl called Mia, and she's the drug addict. And I kind of forgot that she's the main character of the film as I was watching it. Her brother David, who's also there, he seems to be the main character throughout most of the film, as the other people are getting possessed. And then it turns it around quite nicely 2/3 of the way through and comes back to Mia again. And I was like, oh my god, Mia's the main character of this film. So that was kind of cool. I like the way it kind of twists and turns like that. What else was there to say? The character of Eric in the film, he's awesome. He's brilliant. I mean, I'm not gonna go into any detail about what happens to Eric, but needless to say, he's a trooper. He really is. And if you're not laughing out loud by the end of the film with regards to Eric, then something's wrong. I mean, for a really gory horror film, the cinema was in absolute uproar. And I mean uproar in the sense of laughter. I don't mean angry. it's absolutely brilliant. The character of Eric is fantastic. So yeah, I think I've seen this film twice now, and I think I've got a pretty balanced view of it. I wasn't sure what to make of it the first time, and then I went and saw it again, and I still jumped at the same bit, which wasn't even a scary bit. So that was embarrassing. But yeah. So Evil Dead 2013. I'm happy with it. I was pleasantly surprised by it. I think I was one of the people that enjoyed the original so much that this film had very high expectations of it. But I think this film is different. It is a bit different, but it lives up to the original. And it'll be interesting to see where they try and take a sequel. So yeah, I look forward to what's to come. And considering that, especially the director, a man named Fede Alvarez, who, from what I've seen, he's only done about 5 Spanish movies. I think they're Spanish movies. So yeah, this could be his big break into mainstream cinema for Hollywood. But yeah, and good luck to the man. Good luck to him, and I hope he does well. So yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I'm going to give it a bubgamerz score of 8 out of 10. Thanks guys, and see you soon for a next review. Bye.